Can you really taste the culture? In this episode, we're going beyond recipes and into the fascinating stories behind America's regional food traditions. You'll be surprised at how much a single dish can reveal about history, people, and identity. Welcome back to the American English Podcast. If this is your first time here, I'm so glad you found us. This channel is all about learning English through culture, and in this special series called American Culture, we dive into the traditions, quirks, and hidden gems of American life. The goal is simple: to make English learning immersive, fun, and deeply connected to the real world. Instead of just memorizing vocabulary, you get to experience language through stories, customs, and everyday life. Today, we're talking about regional food traditions. Most people think American food is just burgers and fries, but that's only scratching the surface. From spicy Cajun gumbo in Louisiana to fresh salmon in the Pacific Northwest, the flavors of America are as diverse as the people who live here. And in this journey, we'll uncover how food tells stories about migration, history, and community. So grab a snack, maybe something local from where you live, and let's dig into the first stop on our journey, the South, where food is soulful, rich in history, and full of surprises. When you think of the American South, food is never far from the conversation. Southern cuisine is more than just something you eat. It's a living piece of history on every plate. Influenced by African, French, and Spanish traditions, the flavors are bold, comforting, and soulful. Picture a steaming bowl of Louisiana gumbo. It's not just soup, it's a story of cultural blending, migration, and resilience. Or think about Carolina barbecue, slow cooked to perfection, where each bite carries centuries of tradition and family pride. But Southern food is about more than recipes. It's about community. Sunday dinners, church picnics, and family reunions are held together by shared meals that create lasting memories. Food here is storytelling, passed down from grandmother to grandchild, often without a written recipe, just intuition and love. And beyond the well-known classics, the South hides some treasures you may never have heard of. Take Hoppin' John, a dish made with black-eyed peas and rice, believed to bring luck for the new year. Or fried green tomatoes, a crispy, tangy snack that represents the resourcefulness of Southern cooks who made the most out of seasonal ingredients. In the South, food is family, food is culture, and food is identity. To understand it is to understand a huge piece of America itself. Now, let's head north, where the food tells stories of industry, immigration, and survival through long winters. In the Northeast, meals are hearty, coastal, and deeply tied to history. Think of New England clam chowder, creamy and rich, a dish born from seafaring communities that relied on the Atlantic for survival. Or the Philly cheesesteak, which isn't just street food, it's a symbol of a working-class city built on grit and resilience. These foods reflect ports, factories, and the lives of people who powered early America. Moving into the Midwest, you'll notice another story: practicality and comfort. The region is often called the breadbasket of America, and that's reflected in the cuisine. Dishes here are simple, filling, and perfect for family gatherings around cold winters. But it's not just meat and potatoes. Immigrant communities shaped these traditions. German settlers brought bratwurst, Polish families introduced pierogies, and Scandinavian roots influenced casseroles and baked goods. These dishes are reminders of how waves of immigrants carried their culture across the ocean and wove it into American life. And what's beautiful is how these traditions endure. Even today, pierogies appear at holiday tables, and clam chowder remains a comfort food across generations. These meals aren't just about nourishment. They're about belonging, heritage, and the warmth of family. Traveling west, America's culinary story becomes even bolder and more colorful. In the Southwest, flavors reflect a vibrant fusion of Native American, Mexican, and Spanish traditions. Think about hatch chilies from New Mexico, roasted, smoky, and celebrated with festivals each harvest season. Or the Sonoran hot dog, wrapped in bacon and loaded with toppings, a delicious reminder of the border's shared heritage. Every bite here is fiery, flavorful, and rooted in centuries of cultural blending. Meanwhile, the West Coast has its own identity, fresh, diverse, and innovative. California, for example, is the birthplace of the farm-to-table movement, where chefs emphasize local produce, sustainable farming, and creativity. You find dishes that celebrate avocados, citrus, and seafood pulled straight from the Pacific. Head further north, and the Pacific Northwest takes pride in salmon, Dungeness crab, and wild mushrooms, shaped by the forests and ocean that define the region. What ties this all together is geography and climate. The arid deserts of Arizona push cooks toward chilies and corn, while coastal California leans into freshness and global fusion. Food here isn't just influenced by tradition, it's constantly reinvented by waves of immigrants, shifting climates, and a spirit of experimentation. From bold spices to ocean harvests, the West and Southwest prove that American food is anything but static. It's alive, evolving, and unapologetically diverse. So, what does this all tell us? America's food is more than just something to eat. It's a living tapestry of history, migration, and identity. From soulful Southern staples to hearty Northeastern traditions, from Midwestern immigrant comfort foods to the bold flavors of the West, each region adds a unique thread to the fabric of American culture. Together, these traditions remind us that food is storytelling. It carries the voices of ancestors, the resilience of communities, and the creativity of generations who turn necessity into flavor. To taste these dishes is to taste the heart of America, diverse, dynamic, and ever-evolving. Now it's your turn. What regional food do you think defines America? Maybe it's something from your hometown, or maybe it's a dish you've always wanted to try. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. And if you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to subscribe to the American English Podcast. In our American Culture series, we explore life, language, and tradition in a way that helps you not only learn English, but live it. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next deep dive into American life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.